This is considered the oldest hotel in Malaysia. It's a historic British colonial-style luxurious landmark right here in Georgetown on the island of Penang. Its timeless beauty, elegance, and waterfront views are unmatched. The old world charm is really addictive, and I'm already wishing I was back there right this very minute.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
G'day guys, and welcome back to my video. And I'm coming to you from Penang Island here in Malaysia. And today we're going to be diving into history because I've got a room at this beautiful, grand looking hotel behind me called the Eastern and Oriental Hotel. I can't wait to dive into this hotel to see what the history is all about, so come along with me and let's do this.
If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan. Born and bred in Singapore, I now call Australia home. I travel lots because I love to fly and eat. So this travel series will focus on one of my favorite countries, Malaysia. We begin in Melbourne, where Malaysia Airlines takes us to Kuala Lumpur on their brand new Airbus A330-900neo. We begin eating almost immediately on arrival because night markets are just the best. We break the norm of flying to Penang, instead choosing to journey there by train. Definitely a welcome alternative, especially when you're not in a rush. Besides more night markets, Penang welcomes us with open arms as we walk into one of the most stunning colonial hotels in the region. Heading back to Kuala Lumpur, we get to fill our tummies even further as our stay continues, before we make the return journey back to Australia via Melbourne. Make sure you hit subscribe and the bell icon so you won't miss a single episode. Even better, become a member for early access to these videos. Whatever you do, thank you for your support. The year is 1884. The island of Penang was a crown colony ruled by Britain under the Straits Settlement Administrative Unit, which also included Malacca and Singapore. Under British rule, these three settlements thrived on the notion of international free trade, which brought a lot of wealth and cosmopolitan notions. In that same year, the Sarkis brothers opened the Eastern Hotel. Within a year, the popularity of that hotel meant another separate hotel was built next to it on the same grounds, known as the Oriental Hotel. In 1889, these two hotels were combined to form the Eastern and Oriental Hotel we know today. Having the honor of being Malaysia's first hotel, and together with its sea-facing location, the hotel created a glittering social scene with its grand ballrooms and the who's who of the island's VIPs. And this success inspired the Sarkis brothers to expand their hotel dreams, which led to the establishment of the Raffles in Singapore in 1887 and the Strand Hotel in present-day Yangon in 1901. With a hotel lobby this stunning and steeped in so much history, this setting has been unsurprisingly used in a very recent movie. Keen observers would have seen absolutely nothing in this scene was doctored in any way, paying homage to the beautiful, amazing surrounds and ensuring the charming decorative touches have been maintained to tell a story. This hotel is divided into two very distinctive wings. We are in the original structure of this compound known as Heritage Wing. In 1923, the hotel was expanded to include the Victory Annex to accommodate the growing demand for luxury travel. More on this extension later. For now, let's just take in the splendor of this stunning hotel lobby for what it is. Despite its reputation as a luxurious establishment and one of the most exquisite hotels in the region, the completion of the Victory Annex also coincided with the beginning of the longest and deepest economic downturn in history, known as the Great Depression, which lasted over a decade until the start of World War II. This period also saw the gradual decline of the hotel as the Sarkis brothers went bankrupt, and the establishment would be sold to the first of many owners as we head into the future. Despite this decline, the extravagant nature of this hotel meant it had attracted some very prominent guests in its lifetime. From politicians, entertainers, members of royal families to writers. These hallways have seen them all. Right to the time just before the Japanese invaded Penang Island during World War II, the hotel was sold one more time. The epic failure of the British Empire to defend Malaysia and Singapore from the impending invasion is stuff of legends. As the invasion became imminent, the evacuation order was only for pure British citizens, leaving the locals alone to defend for themselves. This evacuation meant that when the Japanese did finally arrive in Penang, they found this luxurious hotel empty. So for the duration of the occupation, it was used as a private club for the Japanese Imperial Army, and the Eastern and Oriental Hotel was briefly renamed as the Penang Haitan Ryokan. Since this hotel was next to the Japanese military headquarters, it was a target for Allied bombings. Towards the end of the war, this bombing was actually planned. But the timely detonation of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan saw an abrupt surrender, and Penang was once again free from the atrocities of the occupation. Throughout the next couple of decades leading up to the new millennium, the decline of E&O continued despite its iconic history. It was then decided at the end of the 90s that the hotel be shut for a major reconstruction project. Carried out in phases over the next decade, parts of the hotel would be gutted, refurbished, and opened for renewed business. Perhaps the largest and the most prominent reconstruction was the complete demolition of the Victory Annex, which was replaced by an all-new tower housing 132 rooms, which received its first guests in 2013. Still called the Victory Annex today, this new tower houses its own entrance and lobby. The design language within has kept the old-world colonial style of the Heritage Wing, ensuring consistency. And it is in this wing we find ourselves staying at for the rest of our time in Penang. Penang Island is a foodie paradise. Therefore, we hardly spend time at the hotel's numerous F&B outlets. We made the exception for Saki's restaurant though, because it has a buffet spread which is a must-do in Penang. The spread is so vast, it stretches the entire length of this rather spacious restaurant. Some friends from Perth happened to be in Penang at the same time, so we invited them for dinner at Saki's on our final night. The going weekday rate at the time of editing this video is 178 Malaysian ringgit per person for dinner. The marketing department at E&O have very cleverly created hotel-branded merchandise for sale at the lobby emporium. So you don't have to steal them from the rooms, as tempting as it sounds. Mugs, bathrobes, cushions, chinaware, even bars of soap. If the E&O branding is your thing, you'd probably burst a blood vessel in this shop. Before we get an aneurysm, I found a little museum which is connected to the Emporium. It takes you on a little historical journey of the hotel from the beginning. If you're into colonial history like me, you will most likely be in here for a couple of hours. As far as pool facilities go, there are two to choose from. If you're into getting a tan throughout the day, from morning till late afternoon, burning yourself to a crisp, then the original pool at the Heritage Wing is the place to be, due to its unobstructed layout. However, if you are sensitive to the sun, but you'd still like to get a little pool time, then the Victory Annex Pool Terrace is right up your alley. Because of the way it's constructed, the afternoon sun will be completely obscured, so you can lay there in comfort, enjoying the afternoon breeze while sipping on cocktails. The infinity pool looks out over the straits, and you can see mainland Malaysia with Mount Jerai in the far distance, completing this beautiful scenery. The hotel is situated along a very busy road known as Lebo Farquhar. Standing on that side and looking towards the hotel, it would seem very strange that the facade has a lot of windows which are mostly blocked off. So all you see are large areas of white walls. Looking towards the towering Victory Annex, you see that all rooms really face the sea, pretty much like the Heritage Wing, which explains this curious-looking facade. Back at the tower block, when you're walking towards your room, the corridor is lit by natural light because one side is just a row of windows looking towards the city. The room can be best described as a blend of tropical colonial charm and modern sensibility. If you, like me, are so taken by The Crown on Netflix, you'd immediately feel the need to behave yourself once you step in here. Claire Foy would not look out of place here, sitting quietly in the corner, gently sipping a cup of tea. I felt humbled by the sheer elegance, which is so restrained, with stylish touches here and there, but never really shouting it in your face. The bathroom is grand, and you know this isn't your regular hotel when these beautiful doors open into two sinks at separate corners, once again underlying the royal underpinnings of individuals having their own space. This iron claw bathtub is once again another hark back to its colonial underpinnings. This room is absolutely gorgeous, celebrating its history and the journey it has endured to get to this point. And since every room faces the $1 million side of town, no one gets left behind as we soak in the amazing scenery. So there we have it, the Eastern and Oriental Hotel on the island of Penang, the oldest hotel in Malaysia. The going rate for the rooms can range very widely, depending on seasons, weekday to weekend, weekend to weekday, or weekday to weekday. You can expect to pay between 500 to 1,000 Australian dollars per night for the most affordable room. We had to play around with our dates in Penang in order to get the most reasonable rate. Our entire itinerary for this trip to Malaysia hinged on this stay at the E&O. We settled for a weekday stay, which cost us 485 Australian dollars per night. We looked at returning over Christmas for 4 nights, and that was going to set us back just slightly over 5,000 Australian dollars. Ouch! Still, there is a reason why I love the experience of historical colonial hotels like this one. The history alone is enough to make me burst a blood vessel, because that is my interest. For now, let's join live Ryan at the balcony of his room to wrap this video up. So guys, this is the Eastern and Oriental Hotel right here in Penang in Malaysia. Would you like to come here to stay after watching this video? Have your say in the comments because I'm pretty eager to hear from you. So in the meantime, I've chucked details of my Instagram on your screen right now, so hit me up there, chuck me a follow so you can follow my travels in real time. Of course, more importantly, do not forget to hit subscribe and the bell notification icon, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!